Hello and welcome. Today I'll briefly explain persona profiles and user experience diagramming. Let's start with the persona profile. What is the persona? A persona is a clustered representation of a target audience who share common behaviors, motivations, and expectations. It is not a real living person, but rather an archetype. To integrate it better into the design process, it should be described as if it were a real person. Although the persona may appear to represent just one individual, it can actually reflect hundreds of people. So, what should a persona include? In order to put myself in someone else's shoes, that someone needs to feel real, just like me. That's why I humanize my persona to better relate to it. First, I need to make the image in my mind more concrete. So I start by adding a photo. Then I give it a name. I also define necessary demographic details such as age, gender, and occupation. Persona can be described as data that encourages and facilitates me to gather information from people in order to design for people. Before making design decisions, we need to empathize with our target users to stay focused on our goal. And persona lays the groundwork for this. It also helps us move away from the idea of designing for everyone, allowing us to proceed in a more goal-oriented way. Through the data set collected in my persona, I can closely understand the group of people I'm designing for. I can adopt their motivations and pain points as if they were my own. Now let's continue experience diagramming. Experience diagramming is a user-centered design method used to visualize and analyze the complete journey a user goes through while interacting with a product, service, or system. Rather than focusing only on isolated moments, it maps the full experience, from initial discovery through usage to after-use reflection. In short, it answers the question, what does the user do, think, feel, and experience at every stage of interaction? By mapping the user's journey, we can understand their emotions, expectations, and pain points, see how users interact with different touch points, apps, websites, people, physical objects, detect obstacles, drop-off points, or service failures, improve continuity and flow in the user experience, communicate the user story clearly to design teams, developers, and stakeholders. Types of experience diagrams. 1. User journey map shows the user's step-by-step experience across time, often with emotions and pain points included. 2. Empathy map focuses on the user's mindset, what they think, feel, see, hear, and do. This helps designers gain a deeper emotional understanding. 3. Service blueprint combines the front stage, user experience, and backstage. What happens behind the scenes? Systems, staff, processes. This is great for services involving multiple roles or platforms. 4th, experience flow, task flow, a step-by-step flow chart showing how a user completes a task inside a system or product. Benefits of experience diagramming. Helps teams empathize with users. Visualizes problems that may be invisible in raw data. Builds alignment between designers, developers, and business teams. Encourages thoughtful, user-centered decisions. Persona versus experience diagramming. Persona is a fictional character that represents the user and helps us understand who they are, what they need, and what they aim for. Experience diagramming, on the other hand, maps the user's journey step by step, showing what they do, how they feel, and where they struggle. While persona helps us build empathy, experience diagramming focuses more on analyzing the user's process. A persona represents one type of user, whereas an experience diagram covers an entire flow with multiple steps and touch points. Both are powerful tools to understand users. One helps us grasp their identity, the other reveals their journey. Understanding users is at the heart of good design, and both personas and experience diagrams help us get there. Thanks for watching, and happy designing.